This morning, we have been looking back at the life and legacy of one of Canada's political giants, Brian Mulroney, who has died at the age of 84. And we are joined now by John Manley, the former finance minister and former deputy prime minister. John, also chair of Jefferies Securities and a senior advisor at Bennett Jones. We appreciate the time, John. I know you've been getting a number of inquiries about what's been on your mind as we reflect today. What is on your mind? What stands out?
Well, it's certainly a loss, I think, for Canada. It's a day to recognize that this was what I'd call a consequential prime minister. Brian Mulroney took on some big things, and he was willing to take big risks in order to achieve them. They weren't always successful, but I think his legacy, particularly I'd highlight the Canada-U.S. Free Trade Agreement, the reform of our tax system to bring in the GST. These are critically important and long-lasting structural changes that he took on at great political risk for the benefit of Canada.
You know, in connecting the dots, and I actually heard you saying this over the last 24 hours, maybe you can remind some of our younger audience members about bringing in the GST, which was not exactly popular with some at the time, might still not be popular with some, but in terms of what it has enabled future governments to do, including those that you were a part of, and then in big moments of economic uncertainty, what it afforded Canada.
Well, let's face the reality. I was in the party that opposed the GST. Now, we were pretty careful in the 1993 election campaign, for the most part, never to say that we would, axe the tax, to use the current language. We did look at how we could reform it, and ultimately concluded that with very minor changes, it was structurally a good tax. And it gave us a base level of revenue that didn't fluctuate the way income tax revenues do. So when the economy moves into a downturn, corporate taxes fall, personal income taxes fall, unemployment and benefits rise, and so the government really has a tightening noose around its neck. The GST provided that base level of revenue that enabled us in good times to pay down our debt. Because we were balancing budgets. We balanced 12 in a row. And then in bad times, to just make sure that you kept functioning, kept the government functioning well, despite the fact that other revenues were falling. So it was a really important structural reform to our tax system. I know many Canadians despise it. I think we've kind of got to live with it. And I don't expect any future government will ever want to reduce it again, or to certainly not to get rid of it. It's just too important to managing our public finances.
Well, and at a time of great uncertainty like the 2008 financial crisis, as I heard you say over the last day or so, to have that flexibility that dates back to something like this in the first place, is a good consideration. You talked about the free trade arrangement. First of all, at a time of great geopolitical uncertainty globally, having unification in North America is one dialogue. We could talk a lot about it. But I'm just struck with the fact that I have to ask experts every day about the state of the Canadian economy. And I keep hearing about the resilience of the U.S. economy and how that is helping us here at home. And I do wonder, John, could we have that kind of conversation if we hadn't had the kind of trade framework that we've got in place today?
I think it's very arguable that we wouldn't, because we were in 1988 a relatively small economy, a small open economy, to be sure. We're closed in a few sectors, but generally we're pretty open, and most of our prosperity depends on our ability to trade. So the access to that large and prosperous U.S. market, both then and now, as it demonstrates that resiliency you're referring to, is critically important for Canadian businesses and for Canadian workers to retain that kind of level of output and productivity. It's a complicated trading relationship, biggest in the world still, and so therefore there are always issues. There are always disputes. There were things that go wrong. But that is such an infinitesimal small percentage of our overall trade between the two countries that it's hardly worth fussing over. I think the big picture is that we, for good or for bad, and in this case for good, we're put on a continent with the biggest, most vibrant and resilient economy on the planet.
Before I let you go, this moment, I think for a lot of us, when there's a lot of heat on both sides of the political aisle, the way the system works today, you kind of feel that tension wherever you live. And you've heard a lot about Brian Mulroney as a gracious human being, as a kind person. And I've heard you even talking about your own experiences of someone who's in, a different part of the political fabric, who felt supported by Brian Mulroney.
He was remarkable that way, John. He was, let's not make any mistake, he was fiercely partisan, but it was never personal. It was never hateful. It was never hurtful. It was vigorous, and I think he received in kind. In fact, he may have received more vigorous attacks against him. But I remember the story going around our caucus at one point when we had a group of MPs in the front row called the Rat Pack. One of them was John Nunziata, and John would go at him relentlessly. And one day, John was getting married, and his whole wedding party was electrified because you know who called the night before the wedding to give best wishes? Brian Mulroney. He had that touch that, you could disagree with him, you could argue with him, you could resent his success, but it was really hard to really dislike him.
It's a really